All right, let's make a GET request from our browser. And you may be thinking, are you sure I'm ready for that? I don't even know how to make a GET request. I guarantee you, you're ready for it. You make GET requests all the time. So if I come up here to the URL bar, URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. In other words, it's just an address that makes it really easy for us to find resources. So if I come up here and I type www.google.com and I hit enter, it gives me back a web page. Congratulations, you've made a GET request. You requested the Google web page and Google returned it. So you said, can you please get me the Google web page? When you make requests, all sorts of information can be sent on that request. For example, sometimes when you fill a form out, that form will send out to a server. So I could say, what is a GET request? And if I hit enter, I actually sent a whole bunch of information in a request out to Google. And you can actually see all of the information that I sent out. And that was sent out using a GET request. And so I sent out the words, my query was, what is a GET request? And then this is all of the other data that got sent with it that they were using to customize the search results for me as far as what answer I am most likely to want. And here I can see posted answers. Well, if you want to work with, um, if you want to get external data, one of the ways you do that is using something called a REST API. A REST API uses get, put, post, and delete to work with your code. And if you'll give me a second, I'm going to pause this video and go grab the URL. I forgot the URL for the API I was going to show you, so give me 1 second. Okay, I've got that URL. So let's make a request to an API. This API is an advice API. It gives you back advice. Disclaimer, I did not write this API. I have no idea what advice it's going to give back. I do not necessarily endorse the advice that it's going to give. It might be good advice, it might be bad advice. It's just advice. So we're going to go to an advice API. To do that, up here on the URL bar, I'm going to type HTTPS. That means I am going to be making an HTTP request, and I want it to be secure. So HTTPS, and then I'm going to do double slash, and then I'm going to say api.adviceslip.com/advice. And so this is a URL for the API. And when I type it in, it's going to go find that API and it's going to make a GET request. When I hit enter, I got back information. It wasn't a web page. When I type in www.google.com, that gives me back a web page. But what this gave me back is it gave me back an object. In fact, it gave me back a JavaScript object. And if it's a JavaScript object, I can then access parts of that object. And that is how you can get it into your code. So I actually do like this piece of advice. Learn from your mistakes.